Hey guys, Kyoko here, and we're back with another episode of Single Player Survival. And by the way, this is episode 12, so just in case you didn't know that. Anyways, the goal for today's episode is to reroute the river with the body of water beside my house. So, if you didn't already know, there's a body of water beside my house, and I'll show it to you right here. This one right here. Well, actually, it's the one right over here. These two aren't connected. But, anyways, I have a feeling this is going to be a really tough one. This is a really tough one to tackle. It's a tough goal. Yeah. It's a tough goal to tackle with, but, you know, we can do this, cause I'm Kyoko, you know? Sickest Minecraft player / commentator ever. Nah, just kidding. But no, I seriously don't know. But anyways, alright, so I looked at this and I'm just like, I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. That's the fun of it. That's the fun of it. You get to watch the creation process. You get to watch, you know, you get to watch how it happens. And, you know, you get to watch all the cool things. So, anyways, stop the blabbering and let's start building. Anyways, I have a story set up for you guys just in case anything gets boring. But also, please, like, this is the beginning of the video. If you're still watching, comment like right now if you have any ideas on stuff that you would like to see on my channel. Like, out of all my 73 subscribers, be a sick person and comment and be like, I don't even care. I just, you know, I'd like you to do this kind of video. Just specify that. That'd be amazing. Do that, please. So, anyways, I think the body of water should connect right here. I don't even care. So the story I'm gonna tell you guys while we're doing this, and when I'm done, by the way, I'm just gonna fast forward through that. I just have a feeling it's gonna take like 50 minutes or something like that. I don't know if you want to hear something like that. I mean, I don't know if you want to watch through this. Oh my god, stupid lag spikes. What the hell? Just some days. I don't even have that bad of a computer. Come on. Sack of garbage. I don't know. I seriously don't know what's wrong with it. But anyways, gotta get out of that habit. I rewatch my videos to try and correct the way I do things in my videos. Well, particularly in this series. I rewatch it. I'm just like, oh man, I really have to stop. I really have to stop repeating. You know, this is on the palm. This is like on the tip of each of my fingers right now. Gotta stop repeating the word like. Gotta stop. I gotta stop repeating a bunch of stuff. Oh, gotta put that on easy. Good thing I spotted that. It's a good thing I did. Okay, let's start. I gotta stop repeating alright or anyways too often. Like a few times in the video is alright, but okay, let's start. I don't know, you know, this could take forever. You know, in the end, all I want to do is take my boat and, you know, swish and swash down this river. Couldn't have said it better. Oh god. Okay, well, pretty sure this is going to take like 50 minutes, but I'm gonna fast forward it. So anyways, let's get started with the story so I can put the interest in the story and stuff like that. So alright, Alright, let's begin. So back in, let's say 2010, you know, I was in school. I'm a young buck, and a young buck, and you know, me. This is gonna be pretty cool because it's a life experience. I mean, it's not a life experience. I don't know what to call it, but I wouldn't exactly say it's a life experience. Let's just say, because it's kind of cool to see that, you know, if you've ever seen a video with me and Utopian MC, it's weird for me to talk about this in a video. So, anyways, his name is Raphael. So, me and Utopian MC, we would bike to school, and our school wasn't exactly the closest place. You know, it's far. So in the city we live in, which will not be specified in this video, I just feel it's better not to. Not that, I don't know, I'd just rather not say. But the city we live in, we live on the east end of the city, and our school is on the west end. And biking in a straight line for me would be about 16 kilometers, which was like, but an interesting thing is like, I took the way, okay, I'm gonna try to get my thoughts together. The way we would get there, the Utopian MC, he would live a little bit further from the school. Man, this is crazy. It was the crazy bike ride. We did this for a full week straight. Got to school, sweat all over our backs. Craziest thing, my back was drenched, and everyone was telling me it looked like I had a smiley face made of sweat on my back. It's not even funny. We would bike to school, and okay, I'm gonna try to advance with the story. I know I'm having difficulty with that, I'm sorry. We'd bike to school really far, in a straight line, 16 kilometers. We didn't even go in a straight line for some reason. We took the scenic route. Would you believe that? We took the scenic route. So, for me, that would involve going on my main street, the north-south arterial road, concession road, and I would go all the way to the water where the beach is, which is about like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, maybe 2. I don't know, I'd have to check, but it's around there. I wouldn't be too surprised if it's 2 kilometers, but 2 kilometers, you go all the way to the water, and there's a skate park near the water, so that's where I'd meet Utopian, meet him there, and boy, I wish I had recorded this. It'd be interesting. I'd meet him there, and it's about, let's say, oh god, I don't know what time. You know what? I'm thinking it's about 7 a.m. Yeah, it's 7 a.m. And when you meet, we have to leave our houses like 15-20 minutes earlier, so gotta leave at like 6:40, which is crazy. Oh my god, and normally I leave at 7:30 to take the subway to get to school. 16 kilometers by bike. This is the most incredible bike ride I went on for. It's just, I don't know, it's an incredible experience. It's an incredible bike ride. We would take the subway and it would take really long, but on bike it would be really long. I love this. I'm just gonna try to explain, you know. Okay, the rest of the tragic there, you know, the first week that we did this, you know, one morning, I got to school and I saw Raphael, you know, aka Utopian, whatever, just don't get those names. Don't be wondering yourself who's Raphael, but like, you know, Utopian. I see him at school and I'm like, did you bike? What the hell? Like, I'm just about to go into the front door and get into the school. Like, did you bike from your house? What the hell? And then he's like, yeah, man, I decided to bike. It's pretty sick. And I was like, oh man, I should do that. I should join you on that. So eventually we did that, and it was a crazy bike ride. We would go onto the lake shore and keep going beside the highway, and then you stop at this one spot and turn where there'd be, well, first of all, I have to mention the lakeshore has its own bike lanes. specific. Like it's not even on the street. They're like separated from the street. So that's what's really good about that. But this route is it's better for it's more convenient for Utopian. Not for me. It was, oh my god, pizza burp. This route it was less convenient for me, but more convenient for Utopian. We took it, and you turn at the, like, there's a separate bike lanes. We took that all the way to the end almost. So we're going westbound, nearing downtown. Wow. Okay. God damn. Okay, this could be a 40-minute video. I'm gonna have to tell you that right now. We're aiming to downtown. I know I'm really slow at developing the story. Just don't mind that. Really don't. We're going towards downtown. Oh man, this is an amazing bike ride. You get to see downtown. You get to see that nice view. It's a really nice view. The city I live in. Great downtown. Good Canadianness. That kind of gave it away. Could've. So you'd be biking, and then you turn. Or we're going west, and the most southern point of the city, technically, where we live, but of where we live, yeah. On the y-axis of the city, and I'm on easy mode. Okay, and then we turned right, so that's going north because we gotta go north. And that's an amazing part too. This is a really scenic route. I love it. It's so, I cannot explain it, like, out of all my heart how amazing this bike ride to take to school was. It was a pleasure. It was like a blessing. I don't know. To taking this bike route, you're once going north, right? So let's recap. I go south all the way to the lake shore. And then I go west. It's pretty long each way, and south is downhill. So I go south, I go west for a while, getting close to downtown. I don't live close to downtown. I live like an okay distance away. It's pretty far. South, west, then I go north, which doesn't make any sense at all. I should just go. I don't know why we did this, but I love it. I just love it. Go south, west, and then I go north. You go north, we're biking beside the river, which is an amazing sight to be looking at. We're biking beside the river. Oh my god. I booked that. Okay, now we have to watch out for mobs. We're biking beside the river, and, you know, we're just looking at that. It's amazing. We love it. It was really hot outside, too. The hottest days. No, actually, I think it was around... I think it was in autumn, actually, so I'm gonna have to make myself another shovel soon. This was in autumn. We bike on... Oh man, I loved it too much. I can't even explain it. I'm screwing up my explanation. We're biking beside the river, then we stop, and this bike ride has so much stuff involved in it. We stopped, and then we picked up our bikes, carried it up 2 flights of stairs to get over the train tracks. It's like where we were. It's kind of like a transit hub. Like there's transit going everywhere. Train tracks, roads, subways. Well, that's not a subway, but train tracks, roads, bike lanes. There's a river, but you know, obviously no one puts a boat in it. There's a river, and then we stop. We take our bikes and carry it up the stairs, which is quite exhausting. And then we get to one of the most famous parks in the city, I guess. It's pretty much... I could say it's very famous. I mean... Broadview Park. I don't know if I should have said that, but anyways. Oh man, it's amazing. Go down, like, you go down a slope, there's a whole bunch of open grass area. And then you have to... And then again, we have to get off our bikes and then bring our bikes up the hill. Okay, I don't know if I'm even gonna have enough time in this video. Oh man, look how far that is. There'll be a shitload of fast forward in this video. You take our bikes. I don't know if this was a good idea. take our bikes, went up way more flights of stairs. But it's one of those flights of stairs, I don't know if I can explain this properly. It's those kinds of stairs where they have a little imprint on the side made for bringing your bike up it, so you can just roll your bike up. That was cool. That staircase, like, that's my friendly staircase, you know. So yeah, we bring that up, and then we go down. We go into the open grass area, and then we have to bring it up the other flight of stairs. Or we could just, most of the times we brought it up the huge gigantic hill which is beside it. Then you get up, once you get over that hill, it brings you to a farm. We're literally like in a farm. And then we have to bike through a few side streets, and then we get on another main arterial, you know, concession road. It's not like too major, but we're still going westbound, and then we hit the division between the east and the west. But we were still biking for a while before, like after that hill, right? And it's all bike lanes too. Oh, what an amazing bike ride! I don't know how many times I'm gonna repeat that. Biking. Man, oh man, 40-minute video right here. I gotta get another shovel. Ouch. Ouch! That hurt! Okay. Then the bike ride continues. It continues. It goes. It didn't end yet. We're still biking. Then we keep going on the same street until the street ends and turns into another street. And we're at the parliament. We're at the parliament of our city. We're at the city hall. Well, no, we're not city hall. City hall is more further south. We get there. You know, the first week I was sick while biking. I don't know why I decided to bike, and I was coughing the whole way. We get off. Okay, we're still going west. We're in this park. It's this crazy. It's not a crazy park, but it's right. It's downtown, and we would go through the little paths under the trees, which is quite amazing. We're just looking around, right? We're enjoying it. We're enjoying the scenery, right? That you gotta have that visual. And we see this woman doing Tai Chi. She has a radio, and she's standing on one leg, her left leg, and she has her right knee up in the air with her hands like in a cobra position. That's how I could explain it. We're just looking at it. It's quite funny. We get past that part, and we get on this street called Harvard. So I'm sure the people that live in my city, they're pretty clueless about the streets, so they probably wouldn't even know. So it's not even like that much of a popular street, so it's not really giving out where I live. So take that street. This is kind of a weird video. I mean, looking back on this. Okay, take that street. We're on Harvard. We're biking the bike lanes. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. Like, I'm so scared that a car... Oh my god, I gotta keep thinking. A car will open its door while I'm in the bike lane, and I will crash in the opened door of the car and injure myself. I almost got hit by a car once. I went on the cross light when it hit 0. I was a dumbass. But anyways, continuing on our routes, which was me and Utopian, we talk about this quite often. This one street. I don't know if it's a really wide street. It's really wide. There's streetcars in the middle of the street. Oh my god, it's crazy. Streetcars in the middle of the street, and there's like 2 lanes on both sides. It's a massive, huge, massive street. Biggest street I've ever seen in my life. It's not long. It's not the longest street in the world. It is the widest street I've ever seen. The crosswalk goes all the way to like 50 seconds. So if there's some old lady walking down the street, give them enough time to get to the other side of the street. It's probably not even enough time. Massive street, massive street. We would just be biking across the width of that, and just looking at that, we're like, oh man, look at that monster. And then we keep going, of course. And, you know, our school's approaching. What do you know, I've been digging for a whole day. I'm surprised I haven't gotten attacked by more than all those mobs. Oh my god, I had another shovel. Okay, well, anyways, we're gonna make some more. We're gonna make some more shovels. How about we make this a 40-minute video? Just for you, just for my subscribers. Like my subscribers, you know, you guys are my friends. You guys are the biggest G's I've ever met. Just trust me, that's a compliment. If you don't know what that means, take that as a compliment. Sickest compliment you could ever get. Wow, do I sound energetic? I probably do. I could imagine, I am being quite energetic at the moment. Alright, so 7 of these. I make 6 more shovels. I'm not gonna carry that piece of iron. I'm gonna put this dirt in here. Poof, 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 ba, boo, bee, boo, aha. Wow. Okay. Alright. Let's continue. Still got 20 more minutes. 20 minutes. We got the sickest things happening. Normally fast forward happens. I'm lost. Normally fast forward happens at the beginning of the video, somewhere close to there. But you know, I'm not about that. I'm not about that right now. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make this this world amazing. I did some stuff. I didn't tell you guys about it, so that's some secretive stuff in this world. And as you can see, I cleared the tall grass over here. So hopefully, so that story, continuing the story, we hit that massive wide ass street. And I know if you're watching this, Utopian, I know if you're watching this, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that, and the name of the street will pop right in your head. So yeah, we get passed by that street, and then getting to Ossington, that's where we would turn, and that's where Harvard would end. So you would have to take a whole bunch of side streets, and I don't even remember which ones. And on the way there, you would see a abandoned kind of looking house, and then you get to like. At this point, we're beside a skating rink. In the winter, it becomes a skating rink. And then we're beside the mall. There's a mall beside our school. Like a big mall that people know. And it's like a really major mall too, so. People know this mall well. Like really well. Get to that mall. It's crazy. And that's where we're just about there. We're right at our school. We get to school. Alright, we bike through those side streets and into another park. We go to like 3, 4, or 5 parks in this one trail. I have a feeling I won't finish this. I'm pretty goddamn sure I won't finish this. This is a big project we're tackling here. I don't know why I had to dig it in a mountain. Okay. So, we continue, and basically, we're there. We're at school. God, you know, I'm having trouble keeping up with Raphael, with Raph. Having trouble keeping with the man. I had a bad bike back then. That's my explanation. That's my excuse, you know. I had a bad bike. It wasn't too bad. It just wasn't that great either. So that bike, that was sick. We kept biking. Okay, what am I saying? We get to school, right? We lock our bikes on the bike, the things to put your bike in, which I somehow forgot the name. Bike stand? No, it's not that. But anyways, we lock our bikes there. We get to school. We're feeling all good. We're feeling good, real good. Feeling energized. Well, we have a good drink of water since we biked. It's amazing. And yeah, we get in, we tell everybody how we biked. We're soaking in sweat, which is disgusting. But I have to say so. We're soaking in sweat, especially me. And we're wearing backpacks, right? So we have, especially if we have crap load of work to do, that ain't good. We get there, you know, we're feeling good. Drink some water. sweating like hell, kind of feel nasty for the rest of the day, so we had to make sure we take a shower at the end of the day. But great experiences. These are great. I would love to be able to do that again, but sadly I don't go to school there anymore. Well, it's the same school, but it's a different building. Now, technically the distance is split in half, and I still get to bike through half of that, but I really miss the western side. Gotta tell you. Even though you might not even, no one is gonna know, no one who knows me is gonna know, no one who doesn't know me is gonna know what I'm talking about specifically. But this is a really, it's better to listen to a story than nothing, or just me talking about the gameplay. So, yeah. Amazing times with Utopian. Oh my god, okay, this thing is getting way too wide. Alright, this is where it turns for the better. Better, right? Alright, so I guess the story's done. And another thing, a lot of stuff happened there. A lot of stuff happened in that campus. I was once walking by, maybe you'll get a 2-in-1 story. This isn't a really long story, but I was walking with my friend to the subway, trying to get home. It's a different friend, you don't know him. And we see a guy, he looks troubled. He's like telling us, oh man, my bike got stolen. Yes, another biking story. It's not a story. Well, it's a quickie. Call it that. A quickie. He's like, my bike got stolen. Oh man, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get home? Or, well, he probably had some money on him or something like that. But anyways, I walked to the subway, and right on the outside, there's a bike there. What do you know? And before that, he told us what kind of bike it is. So we saw the brand, and we're like, oh my god. And then we see the guy, because we don't, right, we separated from him, and then we see him again. Quite amazing how we see him again. I don't know, not amazing, but it's cool, we see him again, and we're like, oh crap, this is our chance, My friend calls all the way from the other side of the intersection, from the opposite side, but we're at the complete opposite sides. We're like at the south, no, we're at the northwestern side of the intersection. He's like at the south, or something like that, southeast side, and my friend screams, hey, is this your bike? And then he crosses, and then it's his bike. What do you know? Some guy stole his bike for no reason and just left it there. What do you know? We made a guy real happy that day. That was amazing. Okay, I'm not even paying attention. I'm just widening the canal. Okay. 28 minutes, as you can see. And there's some iron over here. We got 10 more minutes to do this. I don't know. I really doubt. I doubt it that we're gonna make it to the end. To the end of this. Oh man. Okay, I'm just making it way too wide here. I'm making it way too wide. It's quite obvious. Alright. Well, I hope you like those stories anyways. It came right from the heart, right from the soul, right from the Kilko soul. Hope you loved it. Anyways. Oh my god, not with that. I said anyways. Okay. Like and favorite. No. Give a like to the video. I'd really appreciate that in a comment. Anyways, make sure to... I'm gonna start saying this in every video just to annoy you guys. Be like my Twitter and Facebook page. Man, better like it. Ain't nobody's gonna not like it. Oh man. Wow, this is gonna be like an episode where I barely make any progress, and making this thing could take like, I don't know, it could take a long time. I don't know how I thought I was gonna make this thing in 30 minutes. Somehow I'm gonna manage. Well, I'm gonna record all of it. I'm not gonna do any of this on off camera. I mean, I might eat my words later, but wow, okay, I'm gonna have some trouble with this. That's for sure. I want to make it perfectly diagonal, so we'll make it go. Wow, I'm gonna have to make this thing. Oh man, this is gonna be complicated as hell. I gotta make it go over a ravine. Okay, how about we plug this up right here. That'll cover up with grass, and then it'll be all good. Alright. Man. We're doing good. Nighttime's coming. And I think I'm just gonna end off the video probably soon, guys. This, anyways. In the future, this is something reaching super far out into the future. In the future, as a commentator, I want to go to PAX or E3 or Minecon. I want to go to some of those. And if they happen to show up in my city one day, I'm going to go for sure. Actually, depends on the price, but and depends on if Utopian is if Utopian is here in Toronto. Well, I just gave it out. It doesn't matter. I know a lot of other commentators who say their city. I'm never going to specify an intersection in my life. But when Utopian gets back to Toronto, he lives in London, so it's amazing how he moved to London. It's a shame. It's amazing how this internet thing, how we communicate through wireless waves of. Well, a wave is already by default wireless, but yeah, you know what I mean. We communicate through sound waves, technically. They're not sound waves, but through microwaves. It's crazy to think that we would get this far in technology, that I'd be sitting in front of my computer recording a video. 20 years back from here, no one would have ever thought that we would be this way. Wow. And I even have to add some depth to we need to add some. Well, we're kind of like halfway, I'd say. We gotta make this. We can make this one. We can make this canal. We can call it a canal, but it looks more like a river. It's not straight, so let's call it a canal. Okay, let's put the shovel right beside. Wow, he missed and I wasn't even moving. Come on, come here, Skelly bud. Sack of garbage. You don't want to mess with me. Oh, and that reminds me, we're going to the Nether soon. In the next few episodes, so, I mean, and I can't even talk. In one of the next upcoming episodes, we're going to the Nether. And getting an enchantment table. We're going to find some more diamonds. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. I'm going to make my statue. Maybe make a little bed in there. Amazing things to come. There's like so much potential for this series. Well, I know I keep recording it because I get positive feedback on it. I love it. That's why Sideways Survival had to end. By the way, I know not all of you are going to be sticking around by the end of this time in the video, but Sideways Survival, the finale, will be coming up soon, and I'm not going to spoil it for you or anything, but it should be cool. So stay tuned for that and watch that. So that's another reason to like my Twitter, like my Facebook and follow my Twitter page. All those good things. Keep it in. You'll be able to know exactly when my videos come out. That's always a good thing. And subscribe if whatnot. And yeah, So I think you know, we didn't do quite much. I would have liked to do much more in this episode. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video right here. And you know what else? I should really go traveling with Gigi more often. That's something, you know, I don't want to leave him back at the house all alone. That's not really good. And as you can see, my crops grew a bit. Gotta put some lighting in there so that they grow faster. Anyways, maybe I should make a mushroom farm, cocoa bean farm, melon farm, pumpkin farm. I don't really need pumpkins. But there's a spider in my house. There's a spider in my house. You might get one hit on me. Not even one. One hit. You're not getting one. GG. How are you doing? Well, looks like he's too stiff to move. Why did you just do that, GG? Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why? Why did you do that? Alright, well, anyways, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end off the video right here, guys, because I have dragged this out for way too long. So, if you liked the video, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment. I really want feedback, you know, I'd really appreciate feedback, so leave a comment, like, right now. Just like, I'm just telling you, leave a comment right now. So anyways, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. My name is Kilko, and I'm out. Peace, guys.